One of the hardest things for many good people in America to fully wrap their heads around is the fact that the American Empire, and when I say American Empire, I mean American with a K, the American Empire actually despises the American people. The American Empire, or USSA, is a fundamentally Marxist, big government Orwellian nightmare construct that is actively waging war on what used to be known and respected as American virtues, American values, and American culture. Yet most American people are still in denial about the nature of the American Empire or the United Socialist States of America. One of the greatest tools of the elite abuser class running this empire is the manufactured desire that they've instilled in us, a desire to believe that the very systems destroying our lives and our freedoms, selling us into slavery, are, at their core, somehow good and virtuous. This is a lie, of course, but it is very difficult for lifelong Americans to clearly identify or acknowledge this lie for what it is. The good news is that the sad reality of this truth is becoming much clearer by the day, to the point that American citizens who used to assume the best about the American empire and were content to assume that things would all somehow work themselves out in the end, well, more and more those people are finally waking up and admitting that the American empire is not something that the American people can afford to enable anymore. With explicitly anti-Christian, anti-American sentiments and policies now dominating the upper echelons of even the once uncriticizable military, Americans are waking up to the present and very serious threat of the American empire. And that's a good thing. A very good thing. One thing the 12-steppers definitely got right is that you can't take that essential first step towards solving a problem until you admit that you have a problem to solve. Thankfully, more and more Americans are now openly admitting that the American empire is a problem, and a serious one at that, and they're finally starting to think about how to solve that problem. If you appreciate this perspective and would like a daily dose of informed optimism, please subscribe to the channel and get connected with me by signing up for the weekly newsletter at hellrazerreport.com.